Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. And after all that military business, I decided to take a little break in Greece. I haven't been there for quite some time, and today I decided, let's just go. So here I am in Thessaloniki. And I picked up this articulated hauler from Volvo, and we are heading towards, let me mispronounce this a little bit. Oh my god, my SimHub app thought it would be fun to write the name in Greek. So I got my notepad, the good old handwritten one, and it says Argostoli. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's wrong somehow, but yeah. People would be surprised,
Get ready to turn right.
Probably almost shocked,
Turn right.
if I got the name correctly. So here I am, doing
Go
it
straight on.
as I am used to, butchering some foreign names. But I already messed up in kind of different ways. I wanted to take a break, but then I took 3 breaks, stupid as I am. And that's why I have a night ride at this time. It's 11 p.m. right now, and we have approximately 13
Get ready to
or
turn
14 hours of drive. However, there is quite
right.
a stretch of ferry included, so the actual driving time will be way less than 13 or 14 hours, but that's okay. First, let's get on the highway and head towards the west of Greece mainland to catch a ferry. Ferry, not a ferry. And on my way here I was a little bit confused, because I've been playing quite some Forza Horizon 6 lately, which means I'm driving in Japan, which means in turn I'm driving on the left hand side, and that's too early to turn left. Yeah, so
Turn left.
I was a little bit confused on which side I have to go, but I think I'm in the clear now after a few kilometers of training.
Get ready to
And I was also thinking I might make a little journey to Japan, since by a few days ago the Project Japan mod got the official go for 1.59, and I already downloaded it, but I didn't try it out yet, because I'll have to first cook up a new profile, and yeah, I'm not sure
and then exit right.
if I maybe would take
Exit
that
right.
chance. Oh, sorry. Yapping away and messing up where I have to go. But yeah, I was thinking about taking the chance of maybe combining the Project Japan map and consequently having to add a new profile and combining this with getting some kind of the realistic economy for one of the owner operator runs in Japan. But I have to figure out if the realistic economy mods will work with the Project Japan mods. So if they work, I think that might be a nice way to start something new, and also a little bit of a different approach than you probably have seen many times already. Well, I guess there are absolutely other people out there
Keep left.
making a realistic economy run in Japan, but
Turn left.
I think the Japan mod in general is underrepresented is a little bit huge of a word, but I think you see way more with pro mods and stuff, and I guess the Japan project is mostly loved by the Japanese Euro Truck community. So yeah, I think that might be one direction I could go. So yeah, let me know maybe in the comments if
And then exit right.
that would be something interesting.
Exit right.
But one way or another, I will go to Japan in ETS, if it's just for a few rounds to go around, or as I just said, the eventual probable real economy run. And one fun thing about Project Japan, when I read the README, and they asked people, you can show this map as gameplay on YouTube and stuff, that's all great and good to do, but if you show our mod on these kind of platforms, please make sure to promote safe driving and not going against the rules. And they even added a little PDF file with a rough outline of Japanese street rules, example of like what the different lines on the street mean. If you have like here a perforated line, separated line in the middle, or have a line that it's through and through, a continuous line, or even a yellow continuous line even. So it's kind of nice that they ask you to drive responsibly even in game. And I have to say, my little Actros is fighting hard with this trailer today. And I also have to say, I should check for gasoline at the next possible station. I'm always a little bit confused. I say gasoline, but is it petrol? Was gasoline and diesel the difference, or is gasoline the over-compassing expression for diesel and others? I'm always a little bit confused. What? I mean, I say gas station, so... Or probably it's fuel is the over-encompassing way to say it, and gasoline is the one for cars and petrol or diesel is the one for trucks. Who knows? I'm just a German that learned the English language along the way. Okay, which one is the pass? Right side? Yeah, a few days ago I once again realized how wired the brain is for having some kind of constants in habits. I live in Japan and I speak Japanese, and I am surrounded by Japanese all day long. When I'm at work, I have to speak Japanese with my coworkers. When I get home, my girlfriend speaks Japanese with me. So basically my default brain setting at the moment is having to get information and give information in Japanese. And last week I had to go to a exhibition, right? Exhibition, and yeah, it's mainly maybe 80% Japanese customers and exhibition goers. And then one sudden moment, I got spoken to in German, because my company has a German connection and I was the only not Japanese guy, so the customer assumed correctly that I am the German, and she was German as well, so she tried speaking to me in German, but it came so out of the blue that my brain didn't really take up on it in the first few moments, and I had to really think hard to get what I want to say in German. And sometimes I even didn't get the right words out because it was just so sudden that I had to switch my whole language settings. That made me think that, yeah, the brain is pretty complex and it's an amazing organ, but on the other hand, sometimes it's just so stupid. And talking about exhibition, that's reminds me of a fun little episode of my mother's younger years. Well, it's not, yeah, it's maybe 10 years ago. And she also worked at a company that went to exhibitions in Germany and around, so there's quite a lot of European other countries there as well, and one of the major clients they had was from England, and they were talking about, yeah, how they are here to exhibit stuff, and my mother was going on, yeah, we are here too, we are exhibitionists as well. And of course the friendly English company was very amused by my mother's explanation, and nice as they are, they left her going as an exhibitionist for the next few days until they, on the last day, thought they should explain that somebody on the exhibition is an exhibitioner and not an exhibitionist, which, yeah, if you know, you know. But that's a little bit of a funny episode. I always remember when I get my exhibitioner cards for the exhibitions. So always remember, exhibitioner, good, exhibitionist, bad. One of those two will get the cops called on them. Probably. Yeah, but that's the fun of using and learning different languages. And even in English, when they can't even decide on certain words, if you have a more of a British English ingrained or American English. And for me, I think that wholly depended on what the teacher used preferably. So my most influential English teacher in my school career was mainly on American English, because she also lived there for a while, and so, but kind of when I'm writing, I'm often going more with British English. I have no idea why. So like color, I will more likely unconsciously go with COLOUR and not COLOR and stuff like this. But I would say trunk and not boot. So I think it's kind of mix of everything I learned. And not to forget, I think my biggest learning factor was video games and movies or television series and stuff, because I mostly watched them in English, at least in when I watched on DVDs and stuff. German television usually does German dubs and not really works with original or subtitles. There's a few minority channels, like some cultural stuff that shows late night vintage French, I don't know, movies. They are usually with subtitles, but the mainstream big channels in Germany usually go with dubs and everything in German, which I think is a little bit sad, but yeah. I believe that watching movies and series in original language greatly helps with language comprehension, because instead of school where you forced to do stuff, you want to watch something and you pick up way more that way. If what you pick up is good or bad is maybe a wholly different discussion, but yeah, for my part, of course I wouldn't have any basics or grammar stuff ingrained into me if it wasn't for school, but for actual language usage, I strongly believe games and movies and stuff helped me out quite a lot. I always said if I don't know a word in school, I don't really care, and when I didn't know a word in video games or didn't understand something in the movies, then I was much more likely to get out the good old dictionary and look it up. And I think nowadays you have it even easier with all the YouTubes and whatever is around. There's so much, especially in English, because yeah, like myself, I speak in English as well, even if I'm a German living in Japan, so I use neither English, German nor Japanese at this point for my videos. And now I have to hopefully take the correct one, and I think it's okay. And I have to take the right ferry, it seems. Only the small one, huh? But it's not about size, it's about how to use it. And we're the only one hitching a right. Okay, let's go. And here we are in Argostoli. Let's get our air a little bit filled up. Yeah, and give our best in the last 40 minutes of our drive. By the way, this berry ride cost me over 18,000 euro, it seems. But I think I must have misread. Or so I want to believe. And I was hoping for a nice, beautiful day on this island. But as you can see, my luck for today ran out. And rain it is. Well, nevertheless, it's a nice cityscape. And we still have 20 degrees Celsius. Which is cooler than my room, because lately, since it got a little bit warmer outside, if I play with my PC, especially demanding games, my room, at least the area around my PC, will go up to around 28 to 30 degrees Celsius, which is hot and steamy, and not in the good way. Oh, look at this nice road. Curvy and uphill.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
And yeah, it's been really quite a while since I've been last here in beautiful Greece.
Get ready to turn left.
Just today in the truck sim
Turn left.
subreddit, somebody posted the question, which DLC the truck sim people love the most, and yeah, I for myself, I said, yeah, the latest Scandinavian DLC was really great, and also Greece and the Spain-Portugal DLC is very nice in my opinion. So that's also one reason why I thought I'll go back here today.
Turn right.
And of course, in the same discussion, it was again that the
Turn right.
bad snowy moon is bad and we hate snowy moon, and if you post snowy moon you are a bad person. I like the truck sims up, but as soon as somebody posts a nice picture that is remotely snowy moony, yeah, shit hits the fan. I think it's more like sports now. If you see snowy moon, you have to downvote as fast as you can, and it's a little bit childish how people react, but yeah, it's the internet, it's Reddit, and I have to see how I can get rid of my trailer right now. Okay, at least I know now where it is. And the bigger question is, how do I get this in the square hole? Probably not like this. I don't want to take all the windows down with this weather, but I have to, or else I won't see anything. At least I have an articulated trailer. Just bear with me for a little bit more. Oh, that's not bad at all. Let's close these windows before everything is wet inside. And with this, our little Greece journey is done for today. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment. And hopefully we will meet each other again for another time. Until then, have a great time and see you. Bye!